What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Vizzy. This is the channel where tech is not everything, it's the only way. So today we're diving into my life with the iPhone 15 Pro Max after 6.5 months, maybe 7 months. I don't know. I got some tea on everything, the good, the bad, and some of the features that still feels futuristic. So yo, like I always say, grab your favorite snacks and let's talk. So first off, let's talk about the design. Apple always has a knack for aesthetics. I would say for the 15 Pro Max, they really polished things up with this. I think they hit the nail on the head, so to speak, with this one. The newer models, the Pro, without cases, it makes you not want to rock a case on this device. I mean, I'm not bold. I do use protection. Excellent choice of materials. I'm a huge fan of titanium because of, how clean and polished it looks. Durability, easy to clean, and aesthetically just look pleasing. I mean, I think they made a great choice implementing it into the iPhone. I've used this iPhone in every scenario you can imagine, from rain to shine, and it has been my trusty sidekick. It get a few drops here and there, and to my surprise, it still remains intact. Not much scratches, of course. Again, I'm rocking a case. I'm not that bold, so my case of choice when it comes to phone that look aesthetically pleasing is usually Tech 21. Complements that natural titanium look. Let's talk about these cameras right here. I will say the new periscope lens, it's game changing. I don't know, but I did take some photos with the periscope. I'm not a big fan of it, but I'm glad it's there. Really did take some really nice landscape photos, and I did a few architectural, and few dishes because I'm a chef as well, and I did take a few portraits using periscopes. I'm glad it's there because it kind of gives you that feeling like you have a DSLR just stacked in your pocket. Comes to photography, I'm not really sold. I just think my 14 Pro Max did take better looking photos than the 15 Pro Max. And hold up, don't get me wrong, I do like the added features like crop to zoom into the 48 megapixel sensor that mimics different focal length like 28mm or 35mm with resolution of 24 megapixel. Not bad for a portable pocket PC or cellular or all of that. I'm not biggest fan of 24mm focal length. It's just way too wide for me. I'm more of a 35mm guy. You get better looking pictures from a 35mm focal length. Maybe it's just me, or you tell me what you think. I have to say, I actually like using the portrait lens using the 15 Pro Max. It looks very pleasing. Almost look close to my full frame. I have the Sony RX1R Mark II, and that's a 35 full frame camera, and I'll put up some photos where you can see the difference. It actually is not bad. Don't get me wrong, the 48 megapixel camera is okay for photography, but when it comes to video, phone is a beast. My one and only reason why I got this iPhone is for the raw video capabilities. I've been shooting non-stop since I've bought this iPhone. 4K ProRes RAW Apple log. It looks really good when you grade it correctly. I actually use the Sony S-Log3 Alistair LUTs and LUTs' lookup table. It looks really good with a little bit of adjustment. Raw video at 4K 60, let me tell you this, it really eats up your memory to oblivion. I've bought the 1TB model because I really wanted to shoot without much limitations or over rigging my device. I occasionally do use a small rig and Brandon Lee cage for more professional look, but casual use. I use a cheap case from AliExpress. This one right here, it's called Code. It allows me to use an ND filter. Got a 58 on here. When it comes to the native camera app, I still think Apple need to expand on it because I rarely use it, and this is because of its limitation. I think they should add more pro features somewhere in there, for us professionals, since it's labeled pro. It's already tuned for average consumer. When you put pro on it, I'm just saying, man, we want pro features. I only use the native app for cheesy home videos with my kids. I'm sorry. Labeling it pro is where things is not adding up for me. You know, I am a pro user, so I demand pro features. And here's some of my demands. I want ISO and shutter control, user LUTs, FPS control. If Samsung can do it, so can you, Tim Apple. Give us that pro feature in that app. Well, my app of choice is the Blackmagic camera app. It really allows me to shoot 4K 60 on board, and also I can add LUTs, I can move around exposure settings, and I can go on and on about this app. All the bells and whistles you can think of for filmmaking is in that app. All my B-roll shot with the Blackmagic app on my iPhone, and I can say I go as far as using my iPhone to do client work. Yeah, I did. Once you rig it up, it looks really good. The only problem these iPhones have, even though it has really great video capability, to me, what I've experienced is just the low light. So I usually walk around with little soft lights. This is from LumeCube periscope lens for video. I actually dig using it in unison with action mode, ProRes. You know, it's incredibly steady, even though I'm limited to 2.8K, but after post-processing and upscale to 4K, you can't even tell. But, you know, there are caveats. You need a lot of light, or else you just have a lot of noise in your video. My overall ratings photography on the 15 Pro and Pro Max will definitely be at 3.5. For video, I definitely gives it a 4.5. It does have some drawbacks. Yo, so let's talk about some of the futuristic features that I really dig. The dynamic island. This isn't just for show. Like, at first I thought it was, but this is actually very practical. Whether it's switching songs or just checking battery life, most of the time I'm using the Backbone app with the controller. Having the ability to see notification in the island is pretty cool. You know, it has become, I'll say, somewhat something I can't live without. Even after 6 months, display is still a treat for the eyes, with no sign of burning or unusual wear and tear. Whether editing videos or binge watching my popular anime or scrolling through my photos, the display is crispy and vibrant. ProMotion and the brightness adjustment is so smooth. I feel like it's reading my mind, yo. I just think it's a really great touch. It's not all sunshine and rainbows. The battery life, while better than the 14, still leaves me reaching for that charger often as I like, especially on a heavy film day. And I understand, though it's not new, adding it to the iPhone is the best thing the EU could have done for Apple. How the hell you add ProRes RAW log video with large files with unusable transfer option? Who makes this decision over there at Apple, man? You don't even need a genius to tell you that wouldn't have worked. Having the Type-C makes filming with iPhone sensational. I am able to rig out my iPhone because of the new Type-C addition. I can add external memory, external audio. I can push my device to its max potential. The iPhone 15 Pro Max has been a solid companion for me. Yes, the battery could have been better. With everything else it offers, from mind-blowing camera to futuristic dynamic island. So after 6 months later, there's still this question: who is this iPhone 4? If you love having the latest tech that your budget allows, definitely worth it. If you're a developing filmmaker, this is a great way to start. It's an all-in-one device that you can purchase to do your personal stuff and do a little film practice and learn how to grade at the same time. For others, like I'd say average consumer, if it's not in your budget, last year model might still be the way to go. Not too much difference. 14 Pro and Pro Max still has value and great tech. I actually love taking picture with my 14 Pro Max over the 15. This to me is more of a video centric iPhone. I do like it. I just think I will need to work on some of the other things. So the question is, What do you think? Are you planning to get this one, or you already have it? What's your experience been like? Drop your comments. And if you enjoyed this video, again, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech reviews just like this one. Until next time, I want you to stay charged and stay happy. If we're busy, we gone.